Today, I intend to talk about the development of kingship in ancient Egypt, the role of the king in relation to humankind, its family, and the gods. And here in the galleries of Penn Museum's Egyptian collection, we have many examples of kings and kingship. The concept of a single ruler for the entire land develops in ancient Egypt in all likelihood when a powerful local chieftain decided to move beyond traditional borders and increases his territory to include both nearby and distant places. The incentive may have stemmed from an actual or perceived need for protection against hostile neighbors. In such a case, the chieftain likely felt that an aggressive or preemptive move was appropriate. Equally possible reasons for this type of action are internal desires for expansion, and also access to better land or water sources. Other motivations were also possible. Early writing and art suggests that the move to acquire territory in order to form a powerful state began sometime around 3400 BCE. And we have representations from some early dynastic material which shows that. There's also a rock carving which may show an early pharaoh smiting enemies. It is likely that the idea of a king in ancient Egypt, or the expanding role of a headman or chieftain from which it derived, probably was or parallel to a part of developing programs of social structure, religious and political ideology, and other building blocks of an emerging society. Early records in the form of ivory tags show not only the arrival of early hieroglyphic writing, but they also suggest the increasing economic expanse under the control of the early rulers. Our earliest records that contain royal names are from the king lists, and they also occur on serex, which is an architectural framework with a tripartite design. And we have several here in the museum. One of the largest ones occurs in the First Dynasty, towards the end of the First Dynasty, and this is the Ka stele. This spells out the name Ka, and that's the name of the ruler. And these came in pairs and marked where his burial was. But above, in the topmost position, is a representation of the god Horus, and that takes the prominent position. Below, you have a palace facade which takes up more space than the name, so it gives you some idea of the importance of the elements. The only changeable element throughout Egyptian history from now on will be this name element, and this will change as each new pharaoh comes to the throne. This type of representation will occur in a variety of media throughout the dynasties. The later king lists that recorded the names of the rulers, however, tended to use only the name and omitted the framework. Traditionally, the name lists begin with the gods and other divine beings, with the historical kings next, suggesting a link among all of them, a progression from the divine to the more human. As you can see from both the king lists and the serex, royalty differs from the gods and also from humankind.